everyone. So my topic is all about lesson 2, social media and technical documentation. By the way, my name is Safina.
If it was a problem, yo, I'll solve it. Check out that hook on my DJ Bob.
Okay. In lesson 1, we have understood the powerful impact social media has brought to people's lives. After highlighting the personal opportunities and responsibilities users get, let us take a look at why this chapter becomes an integral part of this comprehensive book on technical writing. So, here is the updated users of social media. Our top of the list is the Facebook. 2.865 billion users, followed by YouTube, 2.1 billion, and 1.386 billion in Instagram, followed by 865 million LinkedIn, 443 million Pinterest, 450 million Twitter, 363 million in Snapchat. To be able to thrive as a beginner content producer, here are some points that you must enliven first in no particular orders. Engage in meaningful and active communities that talk about concepts where you are good and interested at. Know that your purpose is to establish, report, and create discussions to be persistent. Take things and process one at a time. Remember that it takes one his friends. Add your account in one established website to discover your skills and content. Focus on one concept or with subcategories that reflect who you really are and expose the things you really love. Conduct your research on further readings before being involved. Be direct with all your transactions, bookings, investments, and collaborations. Get ready to refer one to another. Helping others build and enhance their own web content will help you eventually. Now we are going to listen the experience of Amanda Lehman, Executive Director, Marketing and Advertising Strategy and writer. Play.
Now, if you are ready to dwell on the life of a technical writer, let us learn first from a testimony and journey of Amanda Lehman Lowe, a contributor in MediaBistro.com, on how she became a technical writer. Before I got my feet wet as a technical writer, I thought the field was about drawing up instruction manuals or legal documents. Maybe at a higher level, some of these people got to write NASA reports or top secret government stuff. But the options for technical writing for someone like me were probably limited to explaining how to put together a cabinet or work a coffee machine. Despite what I thought was a complete lack of technical knowledge, I landed a contract job writing e-learning course material that teaches sales representatives how to sell software. Weird, right? The gist was this. I would read through a bunch of source documents, try to make sense of the information and structure it into 4 lessons based on an outline provided to me. But let me go back. When applying for the job, I was asked to complete a writing assessment that all contractors are required to take to determine their skill level. I almost gave up before even starting. When I read the instructions, I didn't understand half the words on screen, let alone what I was supposed to do with them. So I just did my own thing. I wrote a marketing blurb about the company based on its website content and whatever else I could find online. My hope was to show them I could at least do research and put words into grammatically acceptable sentences. I guess it was good enough. A few days later, I was given and paid more money than I'd earned in the last 6 months. Then one day, I saw a job posting that told me that the company was looking for a full-time writer. I jumped at the opportunity and got the job. That first project was hard. I cleared out my schedule and locked myself in my office for an entire weekend. When I finally finished it, I got paid promptly and I was asked to do another project. But the more I familiarized myself with the industry jargon, the more this type of writing started to feel natural. And although I still have plenty to learn, I'm now twice as fast at 141.
So that was the experience of Amanda Lehman. There are 4 important things we can learn from her experience. 1. You will never go out of job. Whatever is your field right now, there will always be that destined work for you, especially if you wish to be a technical writer online. Small to big companies will always be in need of people to write for them, whether to simple write a business letter, design a terms of service manual, or even write a resume for a job applicant. Next. You start being raw, tuned into a dual polished diamond. Always seek to learn, even if you were born as a grammar Nazi, there will always be a room for improvement. Never stop learning. Love it instead. You can always ask someone to help and train you. Your evaluated experience will be the best teacher. Do not stop yet, unless you have started and you are far away from it. Be direct in writing. Even though some technical writing assignments requires you to be creative, it is still far from a creative short story you wrote when you were a kid. Still, majority need precise and on-point ideas and instructions. Be a systematic, set your goals and expectations, and remember to always submit before the deadline. Do not wait for it to meet you. It can sustain you and your future family. There is sure money in this line of work. According to Ms. Lehman, the payment in the industry ranges from $30 to $50 per hours, making 50,000 to 70,000 per year dollars. For part-timers or freelancers, payment may be project-based than hourly. Based on her experience for this type, it ranged her between 400,000 US dollar and 2,500 US dollar per project. Are you ready to start exploring the field of technical writing online? You may simple search on Google technical writing and instructional design jobs, and thousands of suggestions will presented to you. Note that technical writing and instructional designing are two complementary terms and skills as differentiated by Anderson in 2014. Technical writing, here please. Technical writing deals with writing manuals to promote and support hardware and software that include writing user, operation, or maintenance documentation for equipment, products, or services, formal documents of standard operating procedures or SOP, or citation of libraries for software, engage writers with hardware, software developers, and engineers to document vital data about the systems and or products. Instructional designing. Instructional designing concentrate on determining goals, objectives, and performances, knowledge and skills breaches, professionals and educational training, and content objectives. Designing instructional strategies, media and training delivery approaches and methodologies. and writing assessment and evaluations to gauge learning and competencies. Whether you would want to be a technical writer or an instructional designer, one thing is for sure certain. You can learn anything as long as you devote your time and heart on things that really matter. If you live in the Philippines, you like to work in an office or even from home, you may check out jobstreet.com and indeed.com. Job vacancies vary from instructional writer designers, technical copywriter, technical content writer, education content specialist, researcher, marketing content writer, size set maker, audit writer, and document controller, so on and so forth. There's so many. You may also want to have foreigner clients and earn reasonable and verified salary. Visit Upwork.com. Jobs vary from personable tech resume writer, content creator, blog post, portrait photography researcher and web page writer, newspaper article translator, business letter writer to magazine advertisers, freelance writers for tech companies, and so on and so forth. There is so much in store in the internet for technical communication. Traditional writers see new opportunities to publish their own content or serve others through social media. There is literally no limit to spreading one's horizon in building and sharing intellectual gifts and skills because technical communicators can grasp this wider and boundless online community. Challenges and opportunities. Laying down in good facade of technical communications, there will always be challenges despite the opportunities that await you as a technical communicator. It is not simple about writing one. It covers multifaceted activities and fields. You are well oriented that when you write, you probably and mostly deal with a test. The following are some obvious challenges and opportunities of a technical communicator, and he or she should: 1. Identify consumers' documentations or product needs. 2 is connect and collaborate with users who can help to produce noteworthy content. 3. Designs product the way consumer would want it to be without compromising credibility and creativity. 4. Be open to questions and feedback as he or she enables discussions. 5. Manipulate and discover new technologies at home or aim to learn something new in schools to solve consumer problems. 5. Avoid killing time in reviewing the tools used for website. Others spend it wisely by maximizing his or her presence online during work. 7. See online platform all an opportunity to learn and practice socializing skills. Usually people write for others to write well. These people's comments are considered free because these writers were not paid for their contributions, especially in open source site. Whether you are working for a company online or simply in unemployed trends, war of an app, we could always seek avenues we want to contact information to make it more accessible to a broader population's audience. You can do this by putting yourselves into the shoes of the consumer. Thank you for watching. That's it. Advance Merry Christmas.